to get better? Nobody knows. Nobody's seen it. Nobody wants to say. Everybody is too focused on getting a quarterback, and the fan base don't know what to do. They don't know who to believe in, what to think, and who's going to actually be their starting quarterback. Because as G. Bush has said several times, the fan base is delusional because they've been hurt several times over and over and over again by the quarterbacks that they're looking for. Come on, TikTok. They are hurt over and over and over again by the quarterbacks that they're looking for, that they don't know what to do. They actually don't know what to believe in, because every quarterback that they have believed in the last 26 years have let them down. G. Bush.
Where I come out on the Shedeur Sanders thing specifically.
Yeah.
The Deshaun Watson things was so bad for certain people.
On TikTok.
The Baker Mayfield thing was
Angela
so disruptive for certain people that everybody is just saying, no, I don't want to make no decision or nothing. Please smack me in the face and just show me.
Listen to TikTok.
Okay.
Let me just, but smack
make
me.
Make it obvious.
Make me love you.
Yeah, make it obvious. Yeah.
Right. And so I think that's why there's so many people at arm's length distance. Like,
so where was the hurt, or where was the distrust happening there with Shedeur for some people over a stretch where he didn't play football, though? Because he said it wasn't the speeding, said it wasn't the car incident, wasn't anything to do with that. What happened in this 3-week stretch?
There is a level of, if you talk to people, and I think it's this, there's a level of them not understanding whether or not it's optimism or hype.
What we getting now?
You can be optimistic about somebody and not be hyping them.
Mm-hmm.
I can see Shedeur Sanders throw the ball well and say, man, I liked him at number 2 or number 33. If I liked him at 2 or 33, of course I'm going to be ecstatic, and I got him in the 5th round. Yeah. I think he could be a franchise quarterback, and we got him for free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
People assume that it's you just hyping him up because they don't think you know what a real quarterback is supposed to look like.
And T. Bush is right. They don't know what a real quarterback is supposed to look like. And that's the problem. Cleveland hasn't seen a good quarterback since they've come back into the NFL since 1999. They have not seen a good quarterback at all, period. Zero, zilch, nada, nothing. Since Tim Couch, or should we say Bernie Kosar, one of the two, you take a pick. They have not seen a quarterback, a good one. Mind you that they have had 40 quarterbacks in 25, 26 years. And that's the problem. Not just the fan base, ownership, GM, coaches. You're looking for a specific thing instead of doing all the other things around it. You're looking for that one quarterback to put you over the top instead of building the pieces around your team. So even with a subpar quarterback, a bad quarterback, or a somewhat decent quarterback, your team will play well. But they haven't done that. Yeah, Joe Flacco came in 23 and took them to the playoffs. But Cleveland hasn't won its division, hasn't won a Super Bowl, haven't even been to a Super Bowl. Ever. Super Bowl. They've never been to a Super Bowl as a franchise. The Cleveland Browns have never been to a Super Bowl. And that in itself is ridiculous. Because all you can hear on Cleveland Browns radio, all you can hear on ESPN is, how are they going to get to a Super Bowl? That should not be your goal. As a team, as a franchise that has never even sniff a Super Bowl or a division championship, that should be, your goals should be smaller than that. Getting to the playoffs, getting past the first round of the playoffs, winning your division, getting to the championship game. That should be your goals in that order. Super Bowl should be way down the street. Shouldn't even be thinking about it, because that's something you have never obtained and never achieved, never even thought about. But that's all we hear you talking about. But now that you have Shedeur Sanders and Dillion Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders is the best quarterback that you have in your locker room. And Kevin Stefanski and they're worried about their image. They're worried about how it's going to look publicly if Shedeur starts over Dillion Gabriel, when it should be an easy fix, because no matter how you look at it, you're going to come out of this looking stupid. Simply because you drafted Dillion Gabriel and you drafted Shedeur. If your plan is to fail for next year, neither one of these players should have been drafted.